In this video, I'm going to tell you why the hair fiber pump is probably the worst way to apply hair fibers. Stay tuned. Hey, my fellow follicle frontiersmen, it's DJ from Carrots and Brotherhood. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. Carrots and Brotherhood is here to help you build confidence in your hair loss through transparency, empathy, and positivity. If you enjoyed today's content, consider clicking that subscribe button and also turn on the bell so you get notifications whenever I upload new content. Okay, I've been using Toppik hair fiber exclusively for almost 5 years now. And I remember when I first started using the hair fibers, I was probably just like you. I had little knowledge about what they were and how well they worked, and I actually bought them just after seeing an ad. I believe it was on maybe one of the websites, and I clicked it and I ordered my first bottle of Toppik hair fibers. And I remember when I ordered it, it gave me the option of selecting the pump and also the little comb, hairline optimizer comb. And the fiber hold spray. So I went all out when I first bought my hair fibers, and I got all of the accessories to go with it. And now looking back in hindsight, I feel like that was one of the worst purchases I've made when it comes to hair fibers. And I'm gonna tell you why. Hair fibers are really, really small. If you've never seen Toppik hair fibers before, or Febron or Kabuki, whatever fiber you use, they're incredibly small. And that's one of the great things about it. They're so small that it's almost imperceivable when they're on your head. Okay, and that's why they gained a lot of popularity over the years, is because it's a great, inexpensive way to conceal thinning areas and make it seem like you have denser and fuller hair. The problem with that, to apply the fibers, you'll see videos of guys or ladies taking it and shaking it like a salt and pepper shaker onto their head like this. And as they shake it, what'll happen is the hair fibers, more than half of the hair fibers will make it to the hair. They rely on static electricity to cling to your hairs. And so what ends up happening is you have a hair follicle and the fibers stick around the hair follicle, creating an appearance of a thicker hair follicle. And if you multiply that hundreds of thousands of times over across your head, that's why it looks like you have a full head of hair. The problem with that is not all of the hair fibers actually make it to your hair. The ones that don't make it, where do they go? Exactly. Who knows? They're in the air, they're on the floor, they're in your eyes, maybe even your lungs if you're breathing the fibers in, which I don't suggest for obvious reasons. So shaking it on like this is by far the worst way to put it on. And so what happens is they came out with this little pump. And it's just a little air pump. You push the top and it squeezes, it pushes the fibers out. Now there's a couple of problems with the pump. Firstly, it's unreliable. Meaning sometimes it pumps out fibers, sometimes it doesn't. And when it does pump out fibers, sometimes they come out, in a decent amount. And sometimes you may as well just have a machine gun shooting out big chunks of fibers, because you'll end up with black spots, blonde or whatever color your hair fiber is. You'll just end up with chunks all over your head. And it's really difficult to gauge how much each pump is going to give you, right? It's just using air pressure to suck the fibers out. And so depending on how many fibers are in the container itself, and then also how much you're actually spraying, and if you happen to shake it while you're spraying, you shift the fibers around, there's no way to gauge how many fibers coming out. And so you get this uneven application of fibers. Particularly for guys with shorter hair, it's very noticeable if you overspray or underspray in some areas. If you have longer hair, you can kind of work around this problem because longer hair just conceals the thick spots and thin spots better. But for guys like me, guys, using a pump, that's one of the first reasons I tell you never to use it. It's just unreliable. But the most important reason why I say don't use it is because shaking a fiber on is one thing, but taking a spray and doing this, what happens to the overspray? Meaning you spray here in your hairline like this, what happens to the fibers that blow off the top of your head? Where do they go? Exactly, they go back here somewhere, or they're still flying in the sky, you're breathing them in, or they're all over the counter. I know I'm not the only one who had to deal with this, because I've seen some guys actually on my page leaving comments about how to avoid fibers being all over the floor, they stand in the bathtub and then they apply the fibers in the bathtub so that they don't get it all over the floor and the counter. That seems a bit much to apply some hair fibers, guys. Are you really gonna climb in the bathtub every time you gotta put on hair fibers? Let's be real. So the overspray is a problem. Then people say, okay, well, put the comb here and then you can spray like this with the comb to get the natural hairline. Yeah, if you're not black, okay, because come on, if you haven't seen a black guy's hair, our hairlines, guys, we rock a straight cut hairline. All right, we don't have, you know, let's call it what it is. We don't have Caucasian or Asian style hair. Our hair is usually lined up like this, and that comb does not give us the crisp hairline like we're looking for. To top it off, using the comb with the sprayer, again, the first problem arises again. How do you gauge how much hair fiber is coming out each spray? It's impossible. But the biggest problem with using the pump spray is the fact that when you're actually applying it on the back of your head, it's damn near impossible to do it by yourself, okay? Your mileage may vary, but I've actually tried it, quit, and tried it again, just because maybe I thought I wasn't using it the right way. But when you turn your head and you're trying to apply and pump these fibers onto the back of your head with a mirror, or if you're looking, you know, in like a bathroom mirror that has like the triangulation of the mirrors, you can see yourself, dude, regardless, the bottle is gonna be shifting around, which means that each spray gives you a different amount of fibers. So how is that more effective than just shaking the fibers on? You're getting the same overblow, you're getting fibers all over the place, and you're still getting thin, thick spots all over your head. This is why I said that my method of applying the hair fibers, I think, for guys with short hair, is hands down the best way of doing it. And it's not rocket science, it just makes sense. The tap and pull method, it's the best, it's the most efficient way and the cleanest way to apply the fibers, because when you tap, you drop the fibers into the sieve, and as you pull, the fibers slowly trickle out of the sieve. I'm gonna tap and I'm gonna pull like this. So tap, pull, tap, pull, tap, pull. Like that, you can see it coming out. All right, I'm gonna switch hands to make it easier for you guys to see. And just tap and pull. All right. You can see it coming out. And then you tap again, and you just reset, and you just pull it in the direction that your hair grows, and it comes out so much easier, especially if you're using any kind of oil product, which I always recommend for guys with short hair. If you're not using an oil product with your hair fibers, guys, you don't even know how great it is. Make sure you hit the face, okay? Mm. Okay, like if you don't know how great it is against water, I'll put a link up here. You can click that link and watch me actually dump water on my head and nothing moved. That's the power of oil products with hair fibers. But besides that, you know, the tap and pull method that I use, I don't have to worry about cleaning up fibers all over the place. Occasionally I might get a thick spot here and there, but I don't ever have to worry about sitting here wondering how much I'm spraying, or wondering if the fibers, if I shake it like this, they're all over my shoulders and I got hair fibers everywhere. I don't ever have to worry about that. Okay, so if you're not familiar with how to do the tap and pull method, I'll put the video link up here of how I apply Toppik hair fibers. In the video, you'll see that I was actually incredibly thin on my crown, and by using the tap and pull method, it worked really well to get coverage without dealing with, again, overspray or hair fibers on my shoulder, all over the counter, or in the worst case scenario, in the air for my 2-year-old daughter to come in behind me and breathe them in. Okay, I don't want to cause my daughter any kind of respiratory problems. Now, if you're a person with longer hair and you're sitting there saying, well, DJ, your tap and pull method, how does it work for guys with long hair or girls with long hair? I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to apply hair fibers with longer hair. But until I do, all I can talk about is my own personal experience and what works for guys with short hair. I haven't forgotten about you long hair people. I'm working on it, all right? Give me time to find a solution. In the meantime, click the subscribe button if you enjoyed today's content. My name is DJ from Keratin Brotherhood. I'll see you guys in the next video.